Your time has come! A storm is coming. Our storm. And when it arrives, it will shake the universe.
That's right, guys. We are only days away now from the storm that's about to hit NBA Live Mobile. What's up, everyone? I'm Tone Loke from NBA Live Society, and I'm really excited to be able to share with you guys today details on the new gameplay update that's about to drop. Now, this is my first video, so please bear with me during my growing pains. Don't rip me too bad in the comments. I know it's gonna happen, but please be gentle. Now, the new NBA Live gameplay update will be available this Monday, September the 26th. There's also going to be a new content drop on Tuesday, September the 27th, but in this video, I'm only going to be covering the gameplay updates. So let's get to it. I'm going to press play on this video, I'm going to let it roll, and I'm going to start pointing out the new gameplay differences as I see them appear on screen. Alright, it looks like we have a game between the Bulls and the Nuggets. Now guys, you're going to see some players on the wrong teams, but that's because the new rosters have not been applied yet in this video. You will see the new rosters applied in the update on Tuesday the 27th. Now I'm going to go ahead and rewind this here to show you guys something that has changed on the defensive side of the ball. Now if you pay attention to these defenders, you're going to notice two things on this layout. One, you're going to see the timing on the defender's block attempt is slightly off. That's because all the CPU block attempts are no longer going to be perfectly timed to your dunk or layup. And two, the computer is no longer going to attempt a block 100% of the time. That means when you're in a crowd in the lane, you're not going to have two guys trying to block you. This is going to lead to a more realistic feel to the game, which in the end is what most of these gameplay updates aim to achieve. The next thing we're going to talk about is the shot meter, which has also been fine-tuned. You're now going to get a larger sweet spot the closer you are to the basket, which makes sense because those are technically the easier shots to make. The bonuses for hitting the sweet spot have also been adjusted and now work properly when applied to your shot. Now you may have noticed something new when Udry just took his last shot, so I'm going to rewind it real quick and take a look at it. After Udry's shot here, you're going to see a whole new shot feedback window pop up right below the score. The window is going to tell you the main reasons why you missed your shot. For example, right there you're going to see that Udry's shot was a good look, but it was off target. And I'm guessing it was off target because he was slightly off on his shot meter. Some other examples of feedback that you might see are things such as bad timing, low attribute, guarded, off balance, bad angle, and range. Now this is really valuable information that you can use to help you perfect your jump shot and learn how to use different players and their shooting abilities. And as you're about to see right here, yes, they did add the shot meter to fadeaways. You now have more control over your fadeaways and you can even get that sweet spot shot bonus. The feedback window is not just limited to the offensive side of the floor either. You're also going to receive feedback on your steal and block attempts. So now you're going to know why a steal or a block occurred based on ratings. It may show you something like feedback like a player's steal rating versus the opposition's dribble rating, the player's steal rating versus the dribble rating, or just the player's block rating. Alright, let's rewind this real quick because we're going to take a look at something big here. Now first, you guys are going to want to pay attention to the passing. You're going to notice a huge improvement here to the quickness of passing around the perimeter, and it's going to be easier for you guys to hit your players cutting through the paint, which is real nice. And you're not going to see as many tip passes as in the past. Now you're going to see a small basketball icon appear over Jakar Sampson's head right there, and that's because we can now pull off alley-oops, guys. It's very simple. You're going to see the feedback window pop up there because it was a failure, but it's very simple to pull off these alley-oops, guys. You just hit the drive button and slide it over to the pass button when you see that icon appear over your player's head. Now the success of these alley-oops are going to depend on your player ratings, guys. So you're going to want to have a guy with a higher passing rating ooping it to a guy with a higher dunking rating. Otherwise you're gonna fail like the one we just seen where you had Mike Miller with a 59 passing rating trying to oop it to Jakar Sampson. It's not going to happen. Alright guys, it looks like we're coming to the end of the gameplay here, so as we go out, we're going to take a look at some of the cosmetic changes to the menus and a few of the settings, and then I'm going to run the gameplay again and talk to you about a few more features you're going to notice in the gameplay update. As you're going to see, they moved from a bluish color scheme now to a more black color scheme, which is kind of nice. They moved the settings and achievements to the left side of the menu, and you're going to notice in the upper right, language support. Here you're going to notice a new look to the team logos. So as we're going to leave seasons here and go back to live events, you're going to see now we do have the solo wheel, as you guys are used to in Madden Mobile if you've ever played that before. And we have objectives in the upper right, so it looks like we're going to get daily objectives as well. Alright guys, I'm going to roll that gameplay one more time and talk about a few other things you're going to notice in the gameplay update on Monday. I know one thing that I've always had a problem with is actions not registering because I press slightly outside the range of the shooter to block button. You know, there'd be nothing more frustrating to me than missing an open shot opportunity or missing a block because I didn't hit the button. Well, thankfully, this is no longer going to be an issue, guys, because the button hit zones have now been enlarged. You guys are now going to be able to press to the right or below the buttons along sides of the screen edges and still get a response. Now, turnovers have always been kind of an issue when trying to take it to the hoop. You know, previously when you would get bumped by a defender when driving, there's always a pretty good chance that you were going to lose the ball. Well, that's not going to happen anymore. Bumping into players is no longer going to cause you to lose the ball. You guys ever have this happen to you? You'd be fighting for a rebound, you finally get the rebound, but then you toss a full court shot because you're tapping that rebound button so fast that it just switches into the shot button. Well, that's not going to be a problem anymore, guys, because there's going to be a delay on the shot button activation immediately after a rebound now. No more full court shots after getting a board. This feature will be disabled in the last few seconds of the quarters though, just in case you do need to pull off that full court shot at the last second. The late game AI pressure has now been adjusted too, guys, so now when you have that lead in the fourth quarter, you're not going to be able to just stand around and run out that 24-second shot clock till the end of the game. When you have a lead, they're going to start to apply more defensive pressure. Now when you get to around 25 to 35 seconds left in the fourth and your opponent is still in the game, like they still have a chance to tie or win, they're going to start to double team your players to try to force a turnover. So you're not going to be able to just stand at half court or stand at 3/4 court just holding the ball till the clock runs out. And finally, guys, the penalty you receive for being guarded on a jump shot, dunk, and layup have been reduced slightly. So that means more buckets. Well, that's about all I have for you guys. Once again, the update drops Monday, September the 26th. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more NBA Live mobile news and vids, and let me know down in the comments what you're hyped for in the new update. Also, if you have any questions, I may be able to answer them there as well. If you're on Twitter, don't forget to drop us a follow over there at NBA Live Society, along with our co-founder at jbo_919. I'll leave all our links in the description. Shout out to the boys Petaway and Steel City Mutt, the guys over at NBALive.gg, Kralo, Rockets. A special shout out goes out to my boy Cornell, the live community manager, for this awesome opportunity. Thank you, my man. Last but not least, a huge shout out goes to you guys, the community, for all your support. We do this for you guys and for the love of the game, and without you guys, we are nothing. I'm Tone Loke, and I'm out. Peace.